This is irritating. So irritating. Let's see what it is. Let's see if that helps. If this is working or not. Alright, let's see. Alright. I'm trying to see if the stream is going to work this time or not. And I know everybody has, I said I would be back, but I do understand. I'm just going to sit here a few minutes and see. Third time's a charm, right? Now everybody's awake. So maybe we can actually do what I intended with this chat. All right. We're actually eating lunch right now, and hopefully full of energy. He thought it was his. It's not his. It's not just his. It's not just his. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, they're full of energy. Alright, so 328. Yeah, looks like I'm not having any more issues, but I'm the only one in here. It's impromptu. Let them finish their lunch before I call them in here. I really didn't have anything in particular that I wanted to talk about. Actually, I did. I just was not intending on today doing that, but we'll see where the chat takes us. I have been busy, but I'm trying to get videos up and caught, say caught up. This is December. I have some September footage. I'm not going to, yeah, I'm back that far. Um, but I'll get there. I think it's pretty much things that I can put together, parts of things. Um, I know I started a couple of videos and I need to finish them. And normally I don't do that. I just turn on the camera and film it, and that's it. But with the exception of the kids' hair, which I have not uploaded in I don't know how long. I think it's been March. I still have all that footage. March until now, and one day I will get that up. Um, I usually don't do random clips and just leave them unless it is part of a curriculum review and it is the kids actually using it or something. So those are little things that I hold on to for a while, and I eventually merge it with where they are currently. But I do have a lot of footage left from September and October and November, and it's December already. Wow, I thought I was doing good. So me and this vlogging thing have a love-hate relationship. I don't think, well, I can't say it's vlog. Well, actually it is. Sometimes I just don't pick up the camera, but it is the actually uploading, putting the clips together. I just don't feel like sitting in front of the computer sometimes. And I have intentions on putting stuff up, and days go by, and then I don't. But That's usually because I'm working on other things.
Turn the TV on.
Oh, you finished? Did you wash your hands and clean up?
No.
Do those things. And then, so, yeah, it's just, that's life when you get caught up doing things to prioritize. So, but I know, December, a lot of people are getting ready to take a break. Do you guys take breaks? For how long? And what do you do during the break? Does anybody end their year at the end of the year and start fresh in January? I know that is not uncommon. That happens a lot. We usually finish up a lot of what I have shown you all at this point, and so I have to start with some new material usually around this time. So that is kind of where we're at, actually. Sometimes I will slow things down so that I can stretch the um, the material, so I can I don't know, it just causes when you're used to a certain, I don't want to say, well, you know, you're used to a certain rhythm of things and material, and then all of a sudden you have to switch gears. I have to it takes a while for me to process that and realign things, so I try to slow things down to where I have enough time to actually realign before I get them going, if that makes sense. So we'll flip flop and do some other things in the meantime. Let's see. I don't see any. I don't see any comments. If you guys are commenting, I don't see any comments. I just want to make you aware of that. Let me see something. Comments are even coming through, or everybody's just quiet, which I'm fine with. I just want to know either way. This is weird. So that's why I'm just, okay, I do see a comment. My comment. So don't think that I am ignoring your comment. I don't see any comments. Weird. So is anybody doing anything exciting this time of the year? New accomplishments, milestones, learning achievements? Hmm. There goes the train. It's so loud. Is anybody stressed, overwhelmed? Um, I know a lot of quote burnout happens this time of the year, and a lot of people just live for this time of the year so they can take a break. But then what happens in January is they don't really, it's hard to fully engage just like that. It's just like the summertime slump. You know, you let kids out of school for the summer and they just slide, and nobody can really focus past the school supplies and the clothes, and that's it. After that, nobody cares. So that happens around this time of the year. People come back and they have their priorities are um, other places, and it's all kind of excuses for January, and then it that really trickles down to the kids because you see a whole different demeanor for about a month if you take a break off. A lot of behaviors occur, and a lot of times like, I don't know what's wrong with them. They don't want to do this, and I can't get them to do that, and they forgot. But that's the reason why. I'm not saying, don't take the time off, but keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It definitely makes a difference. The kids will feed off your behavior, and they pick up on a lot. We tend not to take too many breaks, and we do, but what I'm saying is I don't ever tell them, oh, tomorrow we're not doing school, or next week we're not doing school. I don't ever tell them that. It just happens to be one day I just decide I'm you know, too occupied doing something else, or I need to get something else done. Something may pop up, or, I may have behaviors out of the kids, and, just kind of holds everything up. So they notice, but they'll come in and get something and work on their own. But I don't ever tell them. That's the thing. Um, and I don't get it in my head. I think that's the reason why I don't get that burnout. Because if I had to wait, and I know we can set our own start and stop, but if I went by, like traditional and had to wait for this time of the year to take a break, I would burn out. So I like to be able to break when I want to break. If we do school 7 days a week, then taking 2, 3, 4 days off straight is not going to do anything, harmful. So hopefully, when you do take that time off, hopefully it, gives you a renewed spirit and you can come back. And, I do understand that we do need to take the time off. We need to mentally and physically refresh. That's good for everybody. But really, meditate over some things and how you actually got to that point anyway to become so overwhelmed, so that you can recognize for next time and not, um, become so overwhelmed. And of course, some things are um, out of our control, but there are a lot of things that you can do to, not become so overwhelmed. It's like you got to pick and choose your battles. All right, I'm wondering if I should call these kids in here and get this lesson going, or should I just not? My intention was to do the lesson, but I don't know. Let's see how they're feeling. And the phone would ring. Back. Wrong numbers. What I'm looking at. Yeah, it's still ringing. All right. It's gonna make me get up. Layla. Sign in there. I have too much energy. Okay, just a second. All right, let me come back and then go get these kids. This child is calling me. It will actually work. You need help? Want to come with me? Hold on. All right. So here's my screen. So I am going to ask, all right, does anybody actually want to see the lesson right now? Because at this point, I don't know if it's even valid, if it's relevant. Because I can always come back another day. All right, I guess that would be a no comment. All right. Somebody actually does, so I will perhaps privatize the chat and do a lesson. That way, because I do have people that um, do appreciate the being able to see um, just something different, different style, different teaching style. So, not to say that you all don't appreciate, but if somebody actually asked, that was the point of it. Privatize it and just let them watch. I don't want to hold anybody here that does not want to actually see. Alright, I'm trying to. This is still live. Yeah, it is. Trying to figure out what's going on with the screen. In any case, they're in there complaining that they're bored, so we actually do need to get in here and get moving. Hmm. I was thinking about something. I cannot remember what I was getting ready to say. But, I might keep it to myself. Mm, It's something I saw or something I meant to ask you guys. And I did not write it down, which I should have. But um, that's life. Um, all right. I don't know why this is starting to buffer, but that's my cue. It says continuing. Is the chat still live? YouTube is doing some interesting things, and yeah, that was part of it. That is something I was going to say. Interesting things, lots of things going on, lots of changes, lots of things that creators can see, and yeah, very interesting. A lot of stuff people are still learning. It's a lot of stuff that some people don't still have the ability to do. You have to have um, so many subscribers to get ability to do certain things. But and then they're knocking people down. So that's kind of interesting. And yeah, very interesting. What is the matter with you? Where did you get that? Where did you get it?
Put it on.
Why does he have my stamp? That is my stamp. So where did he get it from? Do you even know? I don't think he knows. Now, if I put it on, I gotta find somewhere to put it that I can pull it off of. Back in there. But, yeah, they're changing things up, and a lot of this stuff is for the good. If people are not patient, um, are not patient. There are people running to other platforms, and that's because of monetization issues. And it's really not an issue. It's a matter of people not knowing how to read their stats and read their information, because we do get information. Um, I don't know. I haven't had a problem, but I think like I said, I think it has to do with um, people reading what they read and what they don't read. Um, Videos not being monetized. If there's an ad, it's being monetized, but people are complaining that they're not being monetized, and or they're getting the video has to be reviewed um, before it can be monetized. And it's not any, it has nothing to do with the content. I've heard that. It has nothing to do with what it is. Nobody's being targeted. It's everybody. And it's not even YouTube. It's the monkeys. It's just so interesting to hear people say, oh, YouTube is doing this. There are certain things that they do, but it has nothing to do with the content. The videos that we upload are reviewed as we upload them. Before they get processed, they are reviewed for lots of different things. And if they don't fit the community guidelines, we won't be able to upload that. We'll get a message automatically telling us that we cannot put the video up. So, to hear somebody say, oh, I'm being targeted, you're not being targeted. It's everybody. But you have to be patient once they switch systems and do different things. It does limit abilities. And I know that a lot of content, a lot of videos are changing because of this. And it's just a matter of the monkeys learning the system. That's it. They have to learn the system. And it's based solely on comments and analytics and things like that. It's just like people depend on Google. Google is not even reliable. It's only as smart as people make it. It's the same thing with the system. It's a computer doing this. So, yeah, if we're not, if
They're right here. He used them all.
we're not, thank you. If we're not following the guidelines, then we automatically don't get to put up content. And that's just how it is. They're going to take it down regardless to what you say or think. And so, yeah, we going to different platforms and things like that. I know it for many people, YouTube is their income. And I see so many people that are using YouTube as a supplement. It's not a supplement. It's not even. It's unless you are. I'm not even gonna get into it because it's a whole different world on that on the main income type thing. But you basically have to sell out. But those looking as a supplement, it's not going to supplement you. And I think that's what the issue is because of the demonetization. It's messing with their supplemental. So all I can say is hang in there, be patient. But if you notice videos, and I'm not just talking homeschool videos, but any videos, content changes or videos are slow, that's the reason why. Because people feel that they're not being monetized, so they're not uploading anymore. And those are the ones that are basically here for the money. And, it's, oh, I'm going to take my stuff to another platform. A lot of them I heard Patreon, which is basically soliciting. And, yeah. But, and there's still some fees involved over there, but it's different. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not, I'm not worried if I get, in a minute, if I get, this is not going to stop me from making any videos. It's not about money. I'm just here. I'm going to be here, regardless. So, I just want to put that out there because I hadn't really seen anybody on this side kind of address it. I'm trying to think. Well, actually, no. I saw maybe 2 people, and this has actually been happening for a couple months now, but they didn't know what was going on. And so, like I said, it's kind of interesting with them changing things over, and just things happening in YouTube land. Um, but I don't know if it'll stay like this, if things will change, if enough people try to veto it, because that is what's going on. And I don't know. It's completely different. Um, but I could see, if somebody was using this as their income, and they feel like they could not, it's not worth their while anymore because they're making it harder for creators. And not just, well, if you're small or just starting out, oh, it's super hard. It is super hard. But even the larger creators, it affects everybody in between. I can definitely see why people would pull back. What's the matter with you? Oh, goodness.
We can't go to Waterburger yet.
Okay, go sit for a minute. But all in all, like I say, I still think it's not bad. It's not good. It just, it's just like a job. You have to adhere to certain guidelines. And, yeah. But, like I said, the things that we're able to see and do as creators is completely different. And it really does help a lot. It really does. So I can kind of say the good outweighs the bad. The abilities that we have and things like that. Um, the tools. I think it's the tools that they give us, even though we're solo on here as creators. They give us some pretty nice tools. And so, it's whether or not you want to use them or not, and how you use them. I think that makes the biggest difference. But, yeah, if I'm on, I'm on. If I'm not, I'm not. I said, I don't see I haven't seen a huge difference. Like I said, it's not a target. I can come on here and I didn't even check, but I could not even title a video or a chat and it would come back as not monetized. It doesn't stop me from coming on. I don't care one way or the other, but that just tells me that it has nothing to do with what you're talking about. It has nothing to do with who you are or any of that. Yeah, I haven't had any problem on that issue. So that's life. But on the flip, what am I trying to say? Technical difficulties and all of that type of thing. That is YouTube. YouTube does control that. But YouTube is YouTube no, Google is merging with, yeah, I can't even remember, but that's what's causing a lot of this stuff. So it's just interesting to see what actually pans out from this. So hopefully it won't seen everybody running, somewhere else, or saying that it's not worth their time to make the videos, or I don't know. But everybody knows, or should know, the stats are usually not even correct. The whatever, a lot of the stuff is it's I wouldn't say not correct, but inaccurate. It takes a while for the stats to fully show what's going on, but that's where you have to be able to read and understand all of these stats. So when you don't really understand, you think you're doing something, and it shows that you're not. And it's not that you're not doing anything, it's because you're not actually watching. You're not actually reading the stats. That makes sense. But anywho, let me stop on that. And let these kids out. So, you see 2 people watching that are not actually anonymous. But, yeah. All I have to do is toggle to see who's actually watching. Alright. Interesting. So let me get out of here. And check on a couple things. But like I said, don't, I'm not I'm not saying that I'm going anywhere, but keep in mind, if you're watching other viewers or other creators, just kind of know that that is what's going on. And hopefully everybody won't run off and just stop making videos altogether. I know some of it has to do with some of the things that we can see now, the negative side of it. So that really puts things in perspective to see where the negative viewers are and things like that. Yeah. I guess there'll be a lot of block and deletes, and like that's not already happening. And oh my gosh, I don't even want to get started. I see so much going on, and I thought I was I'm gonna say the only one, but I thought I was, I don't know, I'm quiet. I am quiet. I don't say much about the negative, because a lot of the stuff I do say, yeah, but it's so many people that have just full on battles on their channel with negative comments, negative viewers, negative everything, and it's crazy. And they address that stuff. Okay, thank you for telling me. So, when I do bring that stuff up, it's nothing slight um, of what anybody else is doing. Not at all. I just never imagined. Yeah, I'm just not that one. I just feel that obviously you need some attention, and I give you that attention. But, like I said, we have the ability to see more now, so we have a little more control. All right, and let me go.